Ananta might just be the game that changes gacha gaming forever, guys. What's up? And I know in the last few days, we've been posting a lot of Ananta content, okay? Because there's been a lot of content for Ananta coming out. And honestly, I've been very, very hypercritical of what we have seen thus far from what the developers have shown us in their trailers and stuff like that. But we actually have in-game footage now from people actually playing the game, not screen capturing anything. They're recording off of a phone, so I don't want to judge too much on how it looks there. I just kind of want to judge the gameplay itself and kind of what the open world experience looks like within the game, because this is what I was begging for. I really wanted to see some hands-on gameplay of a lot of players playing the game so we could actually see something different than the actual curated content by the developer team. And guys, yes, there will definitely still be critiques in the video today, because yes, I still do think there are a lot of issues with this game that need to be addressed and fixed before the full release of it, because if it's not fixed and it comes out like gameplay wise or jankiness wise as it already is, this game will flop. I won't lie to you guys. This game has to come out in a immaculate, pristine condition. It has to be well received at launch to carry it on to the future. If you look at something like ZZZ that looks so graphically good up front, do you know what killed ZZZ? The betas and the initial release. It absolutely killed the hype for ZZZ, and that probably could have been one of Hoyoverse's like biggest launch titles alongside like Honkai Star Rail, and you see what it did to that, right? Same thing can be said for Wuthering Waves as well. A lot of people quit after 1.0 because of all the issues it has. This game, if it really wants to change how gacha games are perceived and looked at, and honestly how they're developed, it has to hit the mark. This has to be a golden standard, so gacha games will change in the future. So guys, in today's video, that's a lot of yapping, I know. We're going to be looking at Mr. Stepadu's videos here. He has 3 different videos, or 4 different videos he posted, going over some of the Tokyo Game Show content on Ananta, guys. So we're going to be looking at a couple key moments here within these videos that I kind of want to touch on and talk about here. Starting off with the Ananta gameplay demo here first. This is actually has to do with combat, right? Which is something that I definitely want to see more of, because when we got the trailer yesterday, guys, all we really got in terms of combat was honestly really just like 1 minute, and then everything else was the car driving scene, which did not look that good. Now, one thing I want to immediately let you see off rip here, guys, is you can see the weapon system here. You can see the dodge system, like everything here in terms of the combat looks very Spider-Man Arkham-esque, right? Which I think is completely fine. I think it actually looks pretty good. There is a lot of jankiness though, and they do need to fix the jankiness. There is one particular move here which is a slam down right here. That kind of moves super slow, and the reason why it looks janky to me, and I think one easy fix to this problem right here, is if you look, it looks like it should be going slow motion, which is woo, like everything else should slow down. If you look at like the Spider-Man game, for example, right, and you were to do a big attack like that, everything slows down around it, and it looks janky, I think, here, because of the fact that nothing else is really slowing down around it, and you're just going slow motion with your character there. Looks kind of weird. Also, they need to fix like some of like the hitboxes, I don't know, or the physics within the combat itself, because like a lot of what you'll see is like the character going through other characters, right? Here's the same animation here. See, slow kind of looks weird. Also, as you can see here, guys, it looks like you can pick up all the weapons on the ground as well, which is nice. I think they already talked about this. Also, you can look at this right here, like the animations here look kind of like that animation there looks kind of weird, especially like when you're getting hit by the shield first of all, and how you're coming off the shield and then getting up so quickly. Like it just seems kind of janky in the animation department there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really do think that needs to be defined, because if you look here, guys, he's gonna come in with a quick shield bash here, right? Bam. Can we even get like a frame in this? Like he's already like, look, he's already going through kind of you. Like realistically, how this animation should look here is he hits you, and he should not be running through your body that much. Like it should kind of like stop in place, and you should kind of fly back, loft into the air, and then as you can see when you hit the ground here, you're basically like immediately up. Maybe slow the animation down there a little bit, I would say, for that. Also, with the weapon picking up as well, I think that will play quite nicely with the equipment system. Now, I think every character will have like their own signature weapon as well. So I'm curious to see now how the in-game weapons that you're picking off the ground actually compare to the signature weapons the characters are using. Like, will it be pointless to even pick these weapons up? Like, that's one main concern of this game for me right now, guys. And we're going to get back into some more of the combat things in a second here, and some other things I saw within this gameplay here. One of my main concerns with this game is there is so many different integrated systems within this game that it kind of makes other systems they're putting in the game feel obsolete. And this is one kind of like small note of this, right? With the picking of weapons and having your own signature weapon, right? So how much better is a weapon, right? If one's like severely or like massively better than the other, then it kind of makes it obsolete to have like an equipment system or a weapon system if you're just going to go through and bash all the enemies anyways, and there's no clear advantage or disadvantage to one way or the other, right? So I do think that needs to be balanced in some way, shape, or form. And there's some other things in the game that are definitely like this, like driving cars and buying cars, for example, compared to just flying around the map. Now that can only be done with one character. We're going to talk about that later in the video though, guys. And we can kind of see some more of the jankiness within the combat with the MC fighting right here as well. Like, a lot of the hits just kind of like go through him, or you're phasing through different characters and stuff like that, or different enemies and stuff like that. Like, look at that counter right there, guys. It literally, like, where's the dodge? There's like, is there really even a dodge? No, there's not even a dodge here. Like, I get this is the beta, right? But this has to be fixed. I think if the game ends up coming out like this, where you're just like he's dodging just through the character, right? Like, I don't think it's in his lore to like fucking to like go through characters like that, right? And then obviously you're throwing stuff there too. I think the bones of this game could be good, or the concepts in this game could be good. I just feel like it needs to be better executed in this department as well, right, guys? And kind of touching on this point even further with MC in particular, right? As you guys might know or might not know, he can actually swing around like Spider-Man, right? Or Venom, whatever you want to say, right? The symbiote prototype. That animation looks kind of diabolical right there. He just woo, fucking T-posing forward there. Like, look at this right here as well. I want to show you another animation, like weird animation glitch here that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna touch on the animation much after this because we've already put a big emphasis on like the animations here. Like, look at this here, right? We're gonna go here, then we woo, like he's just kind of flying here, right? He's like, bro's just kind of flying here. I saw another clip of him like barely like grappling on, and then the fucking MC just goes vroom on the ground like super fast, like a running pace, because he like initiated like a swing animation and canceled out of it. So maybe that's some tech you could use, surely, right? Now, this right here, guys, as you can see, he went to a store right here, and he's going to purchase a car. Now, this kind of goes back to the point where I think that less could be more, right? Because why do we need a car in terms of transportation if he can just swing around the map and get around the map faster? You know what I mean, right? It does make sense, and I will give this game its props where it's due at right here. I do love how each character is, it seems right now, is entirely different from other characters, even in terms of like the content that these characters can do, because each of these characters have specific content that they can do and specific functions to their character outside of combat that they can do as well. Like our MC, for example, here, right? Obviously, he can fly around the map. You really don't need a car for him, right? But someone you might need a car for is this girl right here, right? And why would you need a car for her? Well, she can't swing around the map, so you won't need a car for her. So you'll need either her police car, which you're going to be using the most of, and we'll get into these specific mechanics in a second here, or you just go buy a car and you ride around the map with her, right? Hopping into this character, right? This I don't even know her name, right? But she drives her little freaking moped around here, right, guys? So if her moped is faster than the other cars in the game, does it really make sense to have the other cars, right? I don't know if it does, but I do like how each character has their own different things that they can do. And touching even more on that now, guys, I do want to touch on like each of the character specific traits, right? Now, these specific traits, I haven't watched this clip all too much, but I know that she has like her little bike she can ride, right? And then she has a police car she can bring out. So she has a specific vehicle she can bring out. What I do like with her is she can fucking arrest people. I thought this was strictly going to be for like mission's sake. No, you can do, look, command, ID verification, frisk, alcohol tech, drug test, issue citation, arrest. That's fucking cool. That is really cool that they're implementing things like this with each of these characters. Obviously, we know with him, he's flying. She can arrest people and put them in the back of a police car, take them to the police station, right? Don't necessarily know what she does other than like her little motorbike, right? But then we have the hacker man, right? Which kind of skeptical on how he works. But judging from the other three characters I've seen thus far of this, I have decently high hopes that he'll be pretty good as well in terms of like being able to hack and kind of like adding in that Watch Dogs feel to the game here. Yeah, we'll just go through this clip here, guys. Obviously, they're going to make an arrest here. That's like so cool. Also, one little bug I noticed right here as well, guys, is when she's swinging her hammer right here and she goes to pick up the bat, it seems like it automatically gives you iframes here as well. So that maybe it needs to be something that's fixed as well. Or does she hit out the animation? I know I'm not going to, I said I wasn't going to talk about it too much, but I do want to bring that up because it's something something glaring that I saw when watching this. But now I want to hop into some more things I like about the game, right? First of all, the walking and talking here, I think the phone UI with this game actually looks pretty solid. Instead of having to go to a whole separate menu that kind of takes you out of the experience and takes you out of the game, this feels very much like GTA, where you can bring up a phone screen, you can go check your missions and stuff from this phone screen, you can probably walk and talk while you're on this too, maybe if you're playing on console or something like that. But as you can see here, guys, we're going to the Cat Express here, we're entering the app, and then we're accepting the orders, right? So from accepting this order, then you go do your mission or whatever with her, right? So I think that is really cool. Actually, you're gonna get into the car and deliver it. Okay, that's it's pretty cool. Like, these things are pretty cool. Now, driving here looks kind of weird, like off rip, but like boo, that like where's the impact at? I feel like the physics engine is just fucked. I really do feel like that's the case here, is the physics engine, or even if they have a physics engine, I don't know if they do, but it looks really just kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh, that little casket's moving around the back of the thing there. Look at that thing go, man. Holy dude, this thing's sliding back and forth all over the place. Oh, he's puking all over the place now, man. Okay, well, he's dead again. Anyways, guys, yeah, I do like the fact you can do this. Now, one thing I did see here, guys, with this trailer or demo right here is I believe they swap over to her. Yeah, they're gonna swap over to the small one here, and what they do from this is she basically goes and accepts a mission here, guys. They're kind of going their path there. There doesn't seem like there's any way to TP in the game. Now, how do I feel about not being able to TP? I don't know. I feel like not being able to TP is it's gonna be rough, right? And the reason I think it's gonna be rough with this is because of the fact that, first of all, it's a mobile game. This has been for casual players. People are trying to get around the fucking map and just do their shit, right? But they have actually offered some alternatives to this, considering you're getting every character for free, right? Say you had a character like this bunny girl that needs to do her mission all the way across the map over here, right? What you can do is you can set it to track this mission, swap to another character. That character on their own will start heading to this objective, which I think is a huge, cool thing. I would like to see maybe there's like fast travel. Maybe if you go to like a train station, you can take a train somewhere and fast travel. I don't know if they've like shown any train station footage here or not. Maybe that could be something cool that they add, is like if you go to a train station, you can automatically TP to somewhere else. Also with this as well, guys, honestly, it looks, the map, tell me guys, in your thoughts. I want to know what your thoughts are generally, because I don't know how to feel about this just yet. If we take a look at this map here, how do you guys feel about the number of side quests that we see around the map in relation to like other games you might play, like other open world games you might play, right? Do you think there is enough stuff to do from this map right here, or can I even get a view of another map? We have this map here from the first clip, right, of when they opened it to do this quest here. Do you guys think there's enough stuff to do? It looks like all these like little dots here are all objectives. I think it looks like enough. They probably need to add more, though. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Considering after you get through this, what do you really do? I don't think that question's really been answered yet, and that's something I'm really curious about now. But it seems like there's a lot of stuff to do around the world. I think after you do these things a couple times, it will get quite boring and repetitive. I think there needs to be a lot of quests, unique quests, fun quests, side quests. I don't care what it is, just fucking quests. You know what they need to do, guys? Genuinely, hey, take something from Yakuza. I think Yakuza probably has some of the best side quests in the gaming industry. Like Yakuza, any of the Yakuza games, maybe not like, I think it was Yakuza 4, Yakuza 5, didn't have the best side quests, but overall, Yakuza has some really interesting side quests, and they have a fuck ton of them too. On top of that, the mini games you can do are super good, and there's actually progression systems within those mini games to make you want to get better and better and better. Obviously, there's some of the one-off ones like the dartboard, or if you're doing like the karaoke or something like that. I think having those smaller things is fine, but I think they need bigger things as well in this game. Like, let's say in the Yakuza games, for example, if you played Like a Dragon, the management mode where you go through and manage a company, or the go-kart mode where you're going through upgrading your go-kart and doing missions like that, right? I think all these things could be super interesting to add, or something similar or akin to like progression within minigames. I think could be cool. Like, you have smaller minigames and you have bigger minigames that definitely give you more content than the other ones would. I mean, overall, guys, I think this game is really set up to be the gacha game that maybe saves gacha gaming, right? Or I shouldn't say saves gacha gaming, maybe kills gacha gaming, because it's taking the gacha mechanic out of the game. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I am actually really impressed with some of the overworld stuff we've seen in the game. I still have my criticisms, and there's still definitely things that need to fix. There's a lot of jankiness that needs to be fixed before this game comes out. And one more thing I want to see from the dev team is to see if they actually listen to the community or not. Because there are so many dev teams that don't really listen to the community, right? I think one of the best dev teams, Kuro Games, I think that they listen to their community and they get it right most of the time, right? And when there's backlash, they tend to fix it. Don't be like Koyoverse, please God. Don't be like Netmarble, please God, okay? Be a good dev team, and I think this game will fucking be great. I think the selling of only cosmetics is going to be great as well. And one more thing I'm curious about in this game, guys, and maybe let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below what they could do with this. The money system in the game. How much money can you actually get in the game, like coins-wise, not like premium currency? And then what can you actually spend that on? Is the expense of spending money going to be on clothes and also going to be on just cars as well? Like, what do you actually spend this money on other than, like, I guess, like cosmetics that don't cost premium currency, right? Because if the extent of it's buying a car or buying like an outfit, I don't see really any gear upgrade in this or skill pathing or anything like that for this as well. I think you just switch characters and play with those characters. It feels very much so like GTA in that sense. So what do you do with that? I don't know. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm really impressed with this, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, bye.